those that don't want me to get you, I'll leave you there. By the way, this is an actual river, and it does go up to 20 feet deep. Now, as we begin our tour, we're going to begin here to my left in an area known as La Mansión del Rio. Back in 1853, this used to be the St. Mary's School for Boys. Now, St. Mary's School for Boys University got to the point where they just got so congested, they decided they wanted to move to the northwest side of San Antonio and become St. Mary's University Law School co-ed. Now, time went on throughout that time, though. Alumni graduated further down the line, came back and said, hey, this would be a perfect place for a 4-star hotel. So, to my left, they opened up the La Mansión del Rio in 1968. Now today, known as the Omni La Mansión, a 4-diamond hotel. Now, I'm going to ask y'all this question, but do y'all want to see something neat? I said, do y'all want to see something neat? All right, everybody, take a look to the left side of the boat. Let's get comfortable. Look to the left. Here we go. Now, 1, 2, 3. Everybody look at the top of the building here to my left. Look all the way up to the top. Whoa. Looks like a big old flat wall, huh? Everybody, that right there is optical illusion. As a matter of fact, that right there is actually the first fully air-conditioned, full-service hospital built in the U.S. Bay, known as the NAICS Hospital. They've been with us since 1930. Also, everybody, this Miss Carol Burnett was born at this nice little hospital, and I'm sad to say, after 90-something years, it is no longer a hospital. Just recently closed. Now, this area right here, though, is a nightlife area. This is where all the clubs and other things go on till 2 in the morning. 2 in the morning. Now, take a look at this hotel in front of us. That's the Hyatt Hotel. In 1981, that Hyatt Hotel, one of the tallest hotels in the San Antonio area. But see, the Daughters of the Republic said no. Anybody know why? Well, because everybody, on the other side of this hotel is the Alamo. And it is saying, you cannot cast a shadow upon the Alamo. Why not? In respect of the men who fought and died during the Battle of the Alamo. Yes, you know, as we go to most big cities, see a bunch of big tall buildings. Well, that's one reason why you don't see that here in San Antonio. Now, take a look to the right side of the boat, and you're going to see an Art Deco looking building. That right there is known as a Casino Club building. Back in 1947, it's for us Germans had our own private club. And let me tell you, we had lots of fun. Now today, everybody, there's shops and restaurants located at the bottom, but above it is an apartment complex that is a 40-year wait list. Now, you guys, you see a flag up there? Yes, that flag right there is known as the state flag of Texas. Everybody, did you know at one point Texas used to be its own country? Yeah, it was called the Republic of Texas. Now, the United States gets together, though, they come up to Texas. They say, hey, Texas, we want y'all to be a part of the United States. And Texas says, well, as long as we get to fly our own state flag as high as the American flag, signifying we're a country one more, then we'll go here to be a part of y'all's United States. So to this day, everybody, Texas, the actual only state that can fly their own state flag as high as the American flag. By the way, that's how we earned the nickname, the Lone Star State. Now, this area is known as River Square, but I call it the Wave Land. Why? Because you get to wave to people you don't even know. So everybody, come on kids, everybody, come on, let's wave to the people. Hey guys, how y'all doing? Come on everybody, don't be shy. Look at my hand, it's moving. How y'all doing? Not that many people in here, by the way. Yes, indeed, as you can see. What's up, Joey? How you doing? Good to see you, dude. Yeah. And everybody over here, normally we have tourists here. The people we have here, we call them tourists. Yes, indeed. Now, take a look to the right side of the boat, and above the umbrellas here in the corner, you're going to see the name in that corner. It says, Robert E.T. Tungman, the framing office, and known as the architect and father of the Riverwalk. If you guys want to know what they look like, my statues right here to the right. I wanted to prove to people that a business could survive here on the Riverwalk. And guess what, everybody? He was right. Why? Because 4 years later, after he built it, ran into the Clifford building, Casa Rio opened up next door. And ladies and gentlemen, Casa Rio was the first restaurant built here on the Riverwalk since 1946. Matter of fact, everybody, they were the first to also have gondola boats and paddle boats here on the actual river in the 40s and 30s and 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s. But let me tell you, after so long, everybody, they decided to not do it anymore. But let me tell you, they also had canoe racing. Yeah, I wish they'd bring that back. Why? So I can get a day off. Meantime, I'm going to ask y'all this question, and how many of y'all think in Riverwalk it's all natural? many of y'all think the Riverwalk's all man-made? How many of y'all think the Riverwalk is natural and man-made? Guess what? That's the right answer. The year we just left, everybody, was a natural part where my ancestors are from. This went on through a year back and forth is all man-made. As a matter of fact, everybody, in 1968, the big world hemisphere, we had over 5.2 million tourists come and visit our city. And ever since then, everybody, it is acting like a virus. Why do I say it like that? Well, because everybody, today's Riverwalk is the #1 tourist attraction in the whole state of Texas. Anybody guess who's number 2? The Alamos, right down the street. Yeah. As time goes on, everybody, more and more people are not only coming to San Antonio, but they're staying here and making my city way too big. Let me tell you. Why? Because everybody, San Antonio today is now known as the 7th largest city at 2.5 million people. By the end of this year, it is predicted will be at 3.1, and I'm predicting I'm going to pay more rent. Which I shouldn't have to. Now, take a look at that hotel in front of us. That's the Marriott in 1985. There was another hotel out there called the Fairmont. Now, the Marriott comes up to the Fairmont and says, we're going to knock down the hotel and put a beautiful Marriott right there. But can anybody guess who said no? Well, kids, everybody, introducing
our Conservation Society. Yes, indeed. Miss Emily Edwards and Miss Rena Maverick Green. We came along and we said, you cannot knock down that hotel because it's very historical.
So they said, let's move it. And guess what? They did. Ladies and gentlemen, they got an actual 3-story high hotel that weighed over 16,000 tons. They used pneumatic tires and a hydraulic system, and they pulled the hotel where the Marriott's at, right there. Then they went this way, down Mark Street. As they went down Mark Street, made a quick left turn down Alamo Street. Now to this, everybody, if you go a block and halfway down Alamo, you will find the Fairmont Hotel is still there ever since 1985. Now, everybody, I know that sounds pretty amazing, but guess what? That actually happened. As a matter of fact, when you get a chance, ladies and gentlemen, go to YouTube. You can actually see the live video from 1985. Yes, everybody, remember, we had video in the 80s. Now, take a look to the right side of the boat, everybody. And unfortunately, we can't go to the convention center due to circumstances, but if you see that tower up in the sky, that is known as the Tower of the Americas. It stands at 750 feet at the top of the antenna, 622 feet at the bottom of the antenna. It has an observation deck and a revolving restaurant that does make a complete spin in 1 hour. And it was built there for the big world hemisphere of 1968. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to enter a place that's been visited from around the world. Ladies, get ready. Gentlemen, watch out, because, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to enter the shops at River Center Mall. Yes, everybody at the mall. As we come along, we're now headed for the shops at River Center Mall. We're not stopping at the mall. Now, everybody, along with this extension, along with the River Center Mall, along with the Plaza Marriott, all this was done in 1988. Matter of fact, here to the right side of the boat is another location where you can actually ride the boats here on the Riverwalk. Same tour, same time, but a different boat captain. Now, as we move along inside the mall, everybody, you look around, you see a variety of different types of restaurants and stuff. Matter of fact, I heard it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Now, as time goes on, everybody, people come and go. And one thing you'll notice about the boat that you guys run is very quiet. Yes, indeed. No oil, no gas, no smell, no loud noise. Why? Because everybody, the boat you guys are on is running on electricity. Yes, this is your 2020 Tesla. Now, as time goes on, people come and go within this area. As a matter of fact, at one point, this area used to be known as Mexico. But did you know it was Mexico for only 15 years? Before that, it was called New Spain for 300 years. And then before that, it belonged to my people, known as Native Americans. As a matter of fact, everybody, at one point in time, Texas alone was 75% different dialect of Native American language. Yes, it makes you wonder as a Texan, I should be speaking like 4 different languages. But everybody, there was one group who lived along this river known as the Native American tribe of the Payaya Indians. And they grow the water that you see here today. Yamaguana, which in English means clear water. Now, let me tell you guys, your boat driver got kind of curious as people getting older. Why? Because, like I said, at 13 years old, I was 5'11", thinking I was going to be 6'6", 6'7". Well, guess what, everybody? Nowadays, you can do your DNA test and ancestry. And your boat driver went ahead and did that, found out he's actually 59% of the Native American tribes who lived along this river 500 years ago. Yeah, tell me about it, y'all. I'm trying to see if I get discounts on my school loans. Either way, more of a story about me and my ancestors. We never left this river. Why? Because I'm still working on the same river that we lived on. Man, Also, if you'll notice, in some cities, in some places, things don't last so long. Well, guess what? This tree right here is pretty unique. Why? Because if you look at this tree right here to the right, you'll see, notice it has oranges in it. And plastic balloon or something like that. But this one right here, see all the oranges, guys? This is a really unique tree because it grows oranges year-round, no matter what. The young lady I had on the boat the other day. Her name, she was all the way from Germany. And I said, ma'am, why do you say orange in German? And she said, orange. Yes, orange. Also, if you've never seen an actual lemon tree, also, take a look, kids, everybody. There's a lemon tree above your head. Look at those lemons out there. Huge lemons. Now, in the beginning, when this tree was sprouting the lemons, everything was all beautiful and green. The young lady comes up to me and she says, excuse me,
But those are not lemons. Those are limes.
and I said, ma'am, I hate to tell you this, but did you know a lemon turns green before it turns yellow? And she said,
Huh.
now, everybody in my Wallace Streams, your boat driver never, ever, he would be actually driving a boat. Why? Because, well, I used to bartend. Well, let me tell you, y'all, every time I go into this bridge right here, this tells me, it says, Danny, you should drive a boat and go to school. Why? Because at 6'2.5", y'all, I don't know, what do you think? There's a bridge, there's me. There's a bridge, there's me. There's a bridge, me. I mean, seriously, y'all, honestly, is it meant to be or what? Now, take a look to the right side of the boat. In between the bushes, you'll see a statue right here. This is called the St. Anthony's del Pagua. This statue was given to us by Portugal back in 1968. Now, the reason why they gave it to us, everybody, was commemorate the day when the Spaniards actually arrived at the location. They arrived with a gentleman by the name of St. Anthony's. He comes along, he points at the water, he looks at the Spaniards, and he says, St. Anthony's! Oh, the Spaniards looking at him and said, huh? Until they finally realized, well, St. Anthony's in Spanish is San Antonio. So everybody, on the day, the land, the river, everything you see around you was all called San Antonio. And at that point, San Antonio becomes 301 years old, also known as one of the second oldest cities in the United States. For more information, contact sanantonio300.org. Bam. Take a look to the right side of the boat, everybody, and you will see a church up on street level. Now, the one thing is for sure is your boat driver loves the fact that he gets to come and work and actually have to talk about this church also. Why? Well, it's his church, yes, known as St. Joseph's German Catholic Church. This church has been with us since 1868. Now, the significant thing about the church today, though, is that every last Sunday of each month, it still performs half of the Mass in German, always followed by a choir by the name of Los Liederkranz, which in English means choir. Now, everybody, in my tours, like to have a lot of fun. Matter of fact, I like to get to know you better and ask you where you're from. So, guys, where are you guys coming from?
Where you from?
Michigan.
Michigan. Yes, indeed. Let's give a clap for Michigan on the boat today. Yes, indeed, everybody. They're melting right now. And also, we forgot one more person. Yeah, the boat driver. Yeah. Well, everybody, I'm born and raised right here in San Antonio, Texas. Everybody's getting a round of applause. Welcome to San Antonio. Yay. Now, I'm going to tell you guys about a gentleman by the name of Mr. H.P. Zachary. Now, Mr. Zachary, buddy, had his own construction company here in San Antonio. And they come up to Miss Zachary and said, Miss Zachary, we want you to help us build a hotel in time for the World Hemisphere of 1968. Miss Zachary says, okay, I'll get it done. I says, well, how are you going to do it? He goes, well, first of all, I'm going to take each room and fully furnish it. 6 miles on the south side of San Antonio with a bed, linen, carpet, plumbing, tables, chairs, pen, pad, telephone, everything you see in a hotel room. They literally put it on a flatbed truck. Now this truck, everybody, is a 57 Chevy long bed, driving all the way downtown. By the time it gets downtown, though, it's awaited by a crane with a propeller. And everybody, each room was put together like this. One by one, by one, by one, by one, one by one, by one, by one, by... Yes, everybody, y'all take a look here to the left side of the boat and introduce the Hilton Palacio del Rio. Well, you notice that one room goes in, one room goes out. One room goes in, one room goes out. And it was all done, everybody, in the Guinness Book of World Records of 202 working days. Kids, they put that hotel together like gigantic Lego blocks. And finished it just in time for the big World Hemisphere of 1968. Pretty cool, huh? By the way, it only cost them over $23 million to finish this hotel. In the 60s, though, $23 million was a lot of money. As a matter of fact, gas was only 30 cents a gallon. I wish I could have seen that. I couldn't. Why? I wasn't born. Now, take a look at that area in front of us known as La Vita. La Vita, everybody, in English means a little village. This was the beginning of San Antonio's first neighborhood. As a matter of fact, everybody, this is where the Spanish colonial soldiers immigrated, dating back as far as the 1600s. Now, you look close to these restaurants, so they look like houses, right? That's because the Germans and the French have put this location. I mean, you can imagine when they got together on that day. ¿Cómo está, señor? Bien, ¿y tú? Bonjour, monsieur. ¿Cómo allez-vous? It's burgers and dos spaghettis. Yeah, something like that. Now, everybody, welcome to the Ed Arneson River Theater. It seats up to 800 people to the left side of the boat, and to the right is the stage of performance. Now, if you take the left to the right to the stage, everybody, you're going to see some bells up there. Those bells actually represent the missions here in San Antonio, except for the one in the middle actually represents Mr. Robert H.H. Hudson, who's known as the architect and father of the Riverwalk. By the way, everybody, the theater was built from 1939 to 1941. Your boat driver, a lot later than that, that's for sure. Why? There's a bridge. There's me. There's a bridge. There's me. There's a bridge. Me. Bridge. Me. Bridge. Me. Bridge. Me. Bridge. Me. Bridge. Me. Brr. I mean, seriously, y'all, who writes this stuff? Now, as we come along, everybody, I'll take a look over here to my right, everybody, and you'll see a cowboy on a horse with 3 bulls. Now, here to my right, everybody, is known as the Briscoe Western Art Museum. One thing about San Antonio, we're all about recycling and keeping things authentic. Why? Because the building you're looking at here to my right was once known as our San Antonio Library. Now, today, known as the Briscoe Western Art Museum. Now, take a look at that bridge in front of us, everybody. That's Pleasant Street Bridge. This bridge been with us since 1890. Yeah, 1890. Now, imagine if it was 1890 right now. All of a sudden, we're here. Well, then it's 1950. Well, then it's 1960, 1970. Or it's 1980. Tainted love. Yes, everybody, as you can tell, bridge made out of cast iron. Built to take a look at it and keep on ticking. Everybody, the year is 2020. This was built back in 1890. Now, take a look to the right side of the boat, and you're going to see a table. It shows a male and a female's hand joined together in holy matrimony. This is called the Father Masonet's table. This table right here, everybody, commemorates the first Catholic Mass that happened along this river, June 13th, 1691. But see, everybody, it's been placed on an island literally shaped as a heart, known as Marichal. Oh, yeah. Why do they call that Marichal, everybody? Because a consistent marriage actually happens on this island at least once a month. It is considered very, very good luck that if you ever renew your vows, get married on the island, it'll bring you good luck forever and ever. Yeah, I've been married twice on that island. Nah, I'm just playing, everybody. It's considered very, very good luck. As a matter of fact, on Halloween, we had over 4 to 5 marriages in a row on the island. Now, take a look straight ahead. Here's a good camera shot. If you take a look at the building, everybody, looks like a beehive. Now, that right there, everybody, is known as the Bexar County Courthouse. This courthouse has been with us since 1896. It is the longest running courthouse in the state of Texas. Now, take a look to the left side of the boat, everybody. Look all the way up the top of it. You're going to see some gargoyles way up there sticking out as water spouts. Now, you guys ever seen a movie called Ghostbusters? Well, that's not the boat. Anyways, everybody, in 1921, everybody, Mr. Smith and Young were very superstitious. They thought if they put gargoyles and the actual grotesque on these faces against the wall, then all bad luck would go away. But can anybody else tell me what else happened back in 1921? I'm sorry, 1929. The Great Depression, yeah. And guess what? 2 months later, Mr. Smith and Young lost the building. Now today is known as Tower Life, home of an insurance company and lawyer offices inside. Also to the right side of the boat is an actual Homewood Suites, but in 1919 was the largest drug and pharmacy company back in 1919. As you can see, a warehouse was transformed into a hotel in 1998. Now, if you guys want to take another good picture, take a look over here towards me. No, I'm just kidding. As a matter of fact, I think I have a good picture for you guys. I don't know if the wind's blowing, but if you take a look over here towards me, you might be able to see the beautiful Tower of Life with the American flag. Look at that. Now, at this time, everybody, please excuse me while I honk my horn. Now, the reason why I hump my horn, everybody, because I have blind spots. I cannot see left to right. Now, I'm going to ask y'all this question, but how many of y'all think it floods here on the Riverwalk? How many of y'all think it doesn't flood? Well, guess what? It doesn't. Why? Flood control. Take a look at the side of these walls. See some shade marks? Indication of a drawbridge located right beneath us. Lifts up like this. Divides water in front of you from the water in back of me. Because guess what, everybody? We're now entering the 18 to 20 feet deep. Yeah, it's much more deep in this location, but if everybody takes a look to the left side of the boat, you'll see floodgate number 5 all the way down that way. Now, most people say,
Hey, Dad, let's go one damn floodgate number 5.
I say no way, Jose, because you take a look down that way, everybody. Floodgate number 5 is a 15-foot drop, which exits out to the Guadalupe River and into the Gulf of Mexico at about 240 miles away. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't have enough batteries, okay? Now,
Well, back in the days of 1921, the water that you see right here was literally 8 feet above street level. Now, we lost some establishments, we lost some lives. As time goes on, the city of San Antonio is going through all these floods. They turn around and say,
we're tired of it, walk. Let's just go ahead and turn it into a gigantic sewer system. But can anybody guess who said no?
Oh, come on, guys, the Conservation Society. We came around and we said you cannot turn this into a sewer system because someday it could become a gold mine.
Anybody guess what happened? It became a gold mine. You guys are riding and I'm driving. Also, with the help of the WPA, the Army Corps of Engineers, the Conservation Society, and Mr. Hugman, everybody, they built this flood channel by starting about 2 bridges up ahead, worked their way through this way, and all the way down to floodgate number 4. So everybody, when it rains, the water has direction because once the water hits the streets, what do you think the water does? In here, and we're safe. Now you're probably wondering, where is this water coming from? It's actually spring-fed out of a system called the Edwards Aquifer. This system is located underneath the ground, which they tunnel the side 3 football fields made out of limestone rock. Now you can only store water for so long, so about 3 miles up north between Collinwood University, the spring shoots out, comes through here, heads south, and that's it. Now unfortunately, we can't go further north. Why? Because we'll end up becoming a 3-hour tour. So everybody, we're going to be making a ride, but there's another boat you can actually take that goes that way called the Go Rio Shuttle. This shuttle boat, everybody, is more of a convenience throughout the river. Walk stops at certain times. But when you go up north, everybody, you'll see people's apartments, you'll see artwork. Then you'll go through a levee lock system, just like the Panama Canal. Well, the boat gets lifted about 8 to 9 feet up high. Then you go further north to another area called the Pearl Burr area, where there's more shopping, more drinking, more restaurants, and more bougie. Now, y'all take a look at that tree right in front of us. See that big old tree right there, everybody? That tree right in front of us, everybody, is the oldest tree on the river walk at 322 years old. That is what you call a fall cypress tree. Pretty cool. Now, you guys remember floodgates number 4 and number 5. Take a look right in front of you and right above you. This would be floodgate number 3. But this right here, everybody, is an actual 3-ton garage door. Yeah. Starts right about here. Comes straight down. That's all that water goes down. Then floodgate 4 we talked about comes up like a stronghold. Water goes over it, things things up along the bank. And by that time, floodgate number 5 is wide open. And that whole flood channel we just went through, everybody, it's just raging water and it's fast. Now, take a look to the left side of the boat, everybody. That's Drury and Suites. In 1921, this used to be a place made of live bait. We'll show you something pretty neat. Now, you see these windows, everybody? If you count the window levels, 3 levels going up. 1, 2, 3. Now, you see that little, you see the 3rd level right there? See a little ledge? As high as that ledge is, we'll give you an exact idea how high the water was in 1921. Pretty crazy, huh? Now, if you look close to the ledge, though, you see some water stains. And on street level, you see the water stains? Now, the jury wanted to spray wash this when they came in, but guess who said no? The Conservation Society. Why they said no, everybody? Because they said history should never, ever, ever, ever be erased. Ever, ever, if it's negative or positive. Because after all, who wants to repeat negative history all over again? Now, as we come along, here we go. And at this time, can anybody guess what is next? Yes, our tour is now coming to an end. So this time, can I have your attention, please? Can I have attention, please, everybody? Please, please, please make sure you don't forget anything in the boat. Make sure you get all your belongings and everything you brought with you upon the boat. And also, everybody, for a good job well done, our drivers are allowed to accept tips and gratuities for a good job well done. And by the way, they're deeply, deeply appreciated. And also, everybody, just want to say, you guys, welcome to San Antonio. Y'all have a safe trip back to your final destinations. And oh yeah, one more thing. Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye, everybody. Yay. At this time, please remain seated until the boat captain allows you to exit the boat. Please remain seated.
It was 25 minutes.
Alright.
It was
Then you shut it off.